Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Music Medicine Podcast. I am double excited to share this interview with you today. First of all, because this is the very first interview of the series, and second, because my very first guest has been one of my personal favorites and he has been one of my idols. I have been using his music since the beginning of the Music Medicine, and I'm very excited that I got the opportunity to get on a conversation with him. His name is Jorge Alfano. He comes from Argentina, and we had a beautiful conversation about music, spirituality, and how oneself can transform into an instrument. Check this interview out. I'm pretty sure you're going to find it very interesting, and stay tuned for the next to come. Peace. Welcome, everybody. I am Dimitrios. This is the Music Medicine Podcast. And on the other side, I have Jorge Alfano, multi-instrumentalist, composer, sound healer, and author from Argentina. He has released more than 10 albums. He has performed with Dalai Lama. He has been making music since he has been 13 years old. And he's a disciple of a variety of different spiritual paths such as Buddhism, Sufism, Hermetism, and indigenous traditions. Jorge, welcome to the Music Medicine Podcast.
Thank you very much, Dimitrios. Very happy to be here.
It is an honor to have you here. We have connected some time ago, actually, but you have been with me since many years already. I have been using your music on my sound healing sessions, and even now I'm using your music. Actually, it's just a delight to have your music and your presence around.
Great.
So, Jorge, I would like to ask you, for a person that is not familiar with the term sound healing or music therapy, how can you explain this in a practical way so everybody can understand?
Well, music has the very particular quality of bring us back home. And this is the art of what we call resonance. Healing, it is resonance. To be healed, you need to go back home in terms of telling your cells in your body to regroup and to take care of your body. So music has that particular quality because it utilizes everything in nature to talk to your mind, to talk to your emotions, to your body, to your cells. So music is actually a science. It's not just entertainment. To access the healing part of music, you have to be in touch with the science of vibration, the science of the higher, I will say, part of our existence. So to resume all what I say, music healing or sound healing or music therapy is the, I will say, intention of the musician together with the intention of the person that wants to be healed to go back home, to reunite again to the truth of who you are. And that is a little bit of how sound healing works actually now, but this is one of the first sciences to develop in the universe because everything is based on sound and the particular progression of vibration. So if I play the sitar, if I play the flute, they all resonate with different parts of your body, and the instruments are put together as your body is. Your chest cavity, where all these ribs are connected, they're made to protect your altar, your heart. This is a temple. Your heart is the altar of this temple. And the organs are called organs because, like an organ that you play in the church, they resonate to different vibrations to protect the tempo and to resonate with the tempo. So we are made in a way that is completely cosmic, in agreement with the universal laws. So this outfit that we are using to walk on planet Earth, it needs to be retuned and attuned every so often. And sound is the fastest way.
By listening to how you were explaining how the instruments work and resonate with different parts of our body, could someone say that the human body, it might also be the ultimate instrument, actually? And if this is true, how can one transform himself or herself into an instrument?
Well, that is a very good question. I think that music started happening on planet Earth when we became conscious of the interaction of the elements of nature within and without our body. Within and without, meaning outside of our body. And so in your pulsation, in your heart, you have rhythm. Your pulsation, the heart has a constant rhythm. The voice is able to produce and reproduce vibrations that are unique to that particular body. You also are gifted with so many other ways that you can use your body as an instrument. You see, music and sound is not only what you hear, it's much more than that. It's a spiritual science. When you are attuned with the laws of the universe and the law of one, or the law of creation, your body is the instrument. As that Inayat Khan, he will say, I don't need to play my sitar anymore. I am music. I am the sound. It's all within. So if you develop the great quality of inner listening, it's very easy that you can hear the anahata sounds, which Swami Shivananda explains very well. There are 10 different sounds, the sounds of your nervous system. And by attuning to your nervous system, you align your kundalini, the Ida and Pingala, they come together, the two serpents, and start creating the chakras, and there's a complete harmony on this movement. All the instruments come out of this. For example, the sitar from India, and most of fretted instruments are attuned to your spinal cord. The frets are the vertebrae. Mm. The resonating strings is your nervous system, with all the nerves going out. So when I play the sitar, if I do it well, I'm actually influencing your nervous system, my own nervous system. That's why the system of raga music is so profound. It needs to be played a certain time of the day, a certain time of the year. And this is very important. We are music. We are made out of vibration. Music is the art of combining notes, they say. But actually, by the grace of the creator and not the grace of the musician. The musician is a good translator, but creation has been done already. We are just remembering continuously the oneness of this vibration. It's called Nada Brahma in India, the first vibration of God, the breath. So that's why the human body is the perfect instrument.
Great. Thank you for a little bit.
Hello. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yes.
It's all good. This is all great, and it's very interesting that you mentioned the Sufi mystic Iniat, actually, because he appeared to me very recently, and somehow his presence has a lot of influence. And he has been a great mystic that he eventually, and a great instrumentalist that eventually transformed himself into an instrument of the divine.
Exactly. Well, he was, here in America, he was the leader of the Sufi movement, and he was a musician of the Indian court. And he was a fantastic teacher. He will talk about music, and people will be in heaven, He influenced a lot of awakened musicians and a lot of, I would say, musicians with a consciousness that have taken the mission of influencing the world to a better, higher vibration, not using music just for entertainment. And that is a spiritual mission in India. That's you become a Gandharva, an angel of sound, somebody that descends from higher dimensions to uplift people with their sound. That's called Gandharva. And that's where healing music comes from. And so you get a bansuri, right? A flute, or the ney from your part of the world, or shakuhachi from Japan. All these ancient flutes are made according to the distance of the chakras within your body. So if I put a flute in front of me, you will see that the holes are all aligned with the chakras. And this is a reason, because Krishna used to say, be as hollow as my flute, so I can blow through you. Meaning, take all your thoughts and all the negativity and all your emotions and all your physical pains, so I can come through you and heal each other. And that's Krishna. And this happens in every major tradition,
Yeah, these stories that you share are very interesting, actually, and most of them I haven't heard before, but somehow they resonate with a lot of the things that I share through the music medicine when I give my sessions. So, last question that I would like to ask to you: how did, because you come from I wouldn't say classical education in music, but you started since you were 13 and you were playing the bass, and you played in different bands, different kinds of music around the world.
Yes.
But there's a part on your path that I believe it's very interesting to address, which is spirituality.
Yes.
So how did spirituality and all these traditions that you got in touch with influenced your music and influenced Jorge the way he is today?
Well, since the beginning of my life, and before I was a teenager, I felt the need to search for something that was missing. And it wasn't my family. They're very loving people. My father passed when I was 13, actually, and that triggered my quest for enlightenment. But I didn't know. So I felt that music will provide me that. So I started searching in music, and I discovered that I had a gift that was very easy for me to understand the science of music. So I started searching and searching, but I became a fantastic bass player, a super professional. I could play anything with whoever I can get chance. That's my dog. So, okay, Flash. His name is Flash. Okay. Flash. Anyway, you see, sound commands a lot of things. I whistle and he responds. Anyway, so my dog is crazy. But I always felt that I needed to go back to this quest. It didn't matter that I became this super bass player. I actually didn't care. So I left Argentina when I was 21 in the quest of unifying my quest for spiritual knowledge and music. And I couldn't find nothing, because I come from a country that was, and it is, uh, uh, controlled by the Nazis, and so every it was very restricted. There was no information. There was only one book about yoga or one book about Sufism, but people didn't know. So I felt that I had to leave, and so music actually is a spiritual path that you need to find, because it's a science. It's not entertainment, and the quest from unifying my profession with my spirituality brought me to unify my understanding of the one. We are that one light. We are that one photon that comes down in different colors to create different traditions, different instruments, different people, but we are one, and we never had to forget that. So my quest was to unify all humans from different traditions through their music. And so Swami Vishnu Devananda, when I was 22 years old, he inspired me to go and look for unity in diversity. Unity in diversity. And that's what I do in my concerts. My concerts are directed to show that I don't need to be a virtuoso of each instrument, but yes, I need to bring people together to show them that we are one. Because that's what music is going back to oneness. This is what healing is coming back to one, always. So now I'm 60 years old. It has been, a long journey since I was 13. But I feel very confident that through oneness, we're gonna get to the next octave of evolution. And so music is a real fast way to understand each other, to be more sensitive to what's going on in higher realities. That's what I believe.
Wow, that's really mind blowing, because truth is that we never met in a physical form, but I met you through your music, and that's exactly the message that I perceived, and that's exactly the message that I have with my project, the Music Medicine. It's that's exactly my dream. My wildest dream is actually to be able to be not necessarily on a stage, but wherever in the world, to unify different languages, different musicians, different people, different cultural heritage, different flavors, and prove actually the real fact that we are one, and indeed music is the fastest way to connect and to transcend everything that we know so far, and just connect from the heart and be as one and perform as one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the mission, that's the gift of music that they gave us. The creators of this outfit embedded the essence, the spiritual essence, and we are all different, but we are all coming from the one. And we had to never forget that, We are the variation of beautiful genetical knowledge that is in the universe, and it's manifested in nature, in everything. It's just that we are trying to grow, and growing sometimes makes us believe in the wrong things, like we are against each other, that we had to fight for something, that we had to kill each other. And that's why we're still dragging these old ideas that we had to kill each other for no reason, because you can destroy this body, but the essence will never be destroyed. We are eternal light. So let's stop playing that game, and let's keep evolving, and let's keep creating beautiful possibilities for people to grow, to be happy. I lived with the Quechua Indians in Peru for 30 years. Back and forth, I went for 30 years, and I learned that what they say is, we came to this planet to be happy. As simple as that.
And that's exactly the very first lesson that I got from Mother Ayahuasca when I received the medicine from the first time. From I call him my spiritual father, and he knows that his name is Nina Wapai da Mata, the father of the forest. He comes from the Huniquin indigenous tribe of Brazil, from the Amazon. He's a spiritual leader, and the motto of the Huniquin in the ceremonies and in their gatherings is "So alegria," which is important.
Alegria.
Just happiness. Yeah. That's exactly it. Jorge, it was a great, great pleasure to make this interview with you. I'm so happy. I'm so fulfilled. I hope you enjoyed the same.
Exactly the same. Thank you.
I'll definitely knock your door for another opportunity to go deeper into these subjects, because I believe they're of so much interest and people need to hear these things and to get these information. And I'll see you on the next one.
I'm glad to be of your service.
Me too. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Bye.